PipSnipers here, back for another update. Let's take a look at Bitcoin over here. And what you have is a 5-wave move to the upside in the form of a leading diagonal. So you're going to have a ABC within each of these waves. And whenever you have a leading diagonal, ending diagonal, or whatever pattern it may be, whether it's a rising wedge or a broadening wedge, you're going to have what's called a wave 5 overthrow. And you're going to see this a lot in crypto because it's such a highly over leveraged market. So whenever you see a fifth wave or the last wave overthrow or overshoot the pattern and then see a move back into the range, that would be cause for a reversal. Okay, so this over here was your wave 1 high, and then what you have is an A, B, C correction with an extension in the C wave and a ending diagonal within wave 5 of C. Now, if we take a fib from this very low up here up to this high, you can see that we were on the 618 over here. We had a nice rally, but it was short-lived. Went up about 2.9%, but rejected off the 78.6% fib measured from this wave 2 high down to this wave 3 low. Then what we had in London session yesterday, or Asian session, was a move below this low. Okay, you had a sweep, and then you had another sweep of this wave 3 low, and it looks like we could be forming a nice base here because it did tap this 70.2% fib and hit the 88.6% fib when we use our trend-based fib to measure this wave 5. Okay, now when we take out our RSI, what do we notice? We notice that we have some slight bullish divergence. So if we take a look at just this lower part over here, you can see that we have lower lows here and then higher lows on the RSI. So as long as this can stay put and not break too much below this low in which it wouldn't be considered a higher low, then we should be good for a bottoming process. Okay, now we would want to target the structural liquidity above this high at 63,934, and then what we see here. So let me show you some other patterns that I have here. So okay, so this is just what I did yesterday on my Twitter. Okay, so if you haven't followed me on Twitter, please do. And then in the link, there's a link in the description below. And then I want to show you guys another pattern that we see here. Okay, so this is perfect Wyckoff reaccumulation. Okay, it happens all the way throughout a uptrend, and you'll see this multiple times. Okay, it happened in 2023 when we were actually in longer consolidation than we were over here. So this lasted 150 days. You see this range over here that shook out all the bears and the bulls. Okay, this was just Wyckoff reaccumulation. Very similar thing happening over here. Okay, now I do think there's still one more last wave up, a very big wave, and we still need to have that markup phase. We're now just grinding out a bottom over here. So let's take a look over here. Okay, we also have a bullish dragon pattern. Okay, so this is your head, and then you have a low. Okay, this is your extreme low, and then we see a move down, and then we see a retracement down to extremes for the right leg of your dragon. Okay, and then we're gonna target structural liquidity, anything above 71K. So let's take a look at the DXY here before I end this video. And we do have a little bit of distribution here on the 3-hour time frame. Let's take a look at this on the 4-hour over here. Okay, we're still on track. We're still on track to go down, and we are printing bearish divergence. Don't forget that. Let's see what this looks like on the daily. Okay, so Sunday's open was we had a big drop on Sunday. I believe that had to do with the news coming out with the Bank of Japan and their currency. Let's take a, yeah, so we see this rejection over here. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this on the daily or on the 3-day. Okay, so we still have some room to go down here. And let's take a look at another chart that I have here. Okay, so let's take a look at this chart here. This is the Justin Mammoth sentiment cycle. Let's go on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is the Justin Mammoth sentiment cycle over here. And it looks like we're printing a spitting image of this over here. Okay, now we're on the 70.2% fib. You see that for Bitcoin? Let's take a look at the RSI here on the hourly. Okay, and we're still printing bullish divergence here. Okay, as long as we have a higher low here. To me, this is your aversion, right? This is where everyone is so pessimistic. And they think it's just going to keep going down and down and down. But they get a big slap in the face when they suddenly see a move back up to these range highs at 66,800, right? And then it becomes denial. It creaks over here, creeps out of here, and then it just goes higher, and then you have a jump across the creek in the Wyckoff schematic, the Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic. But yeah, let's continue to monitor this. Let's continue to monitor the fibs and this bullish divergence that we have here. I hope you guys enjoyed the Bitcoin video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.